Hello everyone, this is a back again with another edition of What's on Deck, and welcome to my humble abode, messy abode. This is it. Alright, this is not your usual What's on Deck video because, unfortunately, when I was doing the video, my parents came home a lot earlier than expected, so I was not able to complete it. And then, I might have had a chance to do it and completed it sooner, but I had issues. Now that I'm back on Windows, trying to find a program to do the screen capture. So I found one and then it was too late. But next week, new and improved What's on Deck video coming. So we'll do like this week. I'll try to keep it brief. Let's look at what's going on right now on Kickstarter. First of all, Bicycle Little Atlantis from Gambler's Warehouse has launched. It's funded. 11 days remain. Pretty short campaign. There is a day deck and a night deck, which is black. It's a fun little deck, Atlantis themed. The court cards feature mirror image figures. You have to see it for yourself, I guess. Any of these decks, if you want more information on, want to see them, just go to Kickstarter.com or Indiegogo.com, depending on what site it is, and search for playing cards in the search bar. You'll see all the playing card projects that are on those websites, and you can check these out. For this one, it's kind of interesting. There's the Bicycle Little Atlantis. There's a day deck. The night deck is actually not going to be Bicycle branded. It's going to be apparently Liberty Playing Card Company produced in Taiwan. So apparently Liberty Playing Card is not producing in Taiwan, or perhaps they're just producing them through the same factory as Legends and Expert, but they're calling it Liberty Playing Cards. I don't know what's the story of that, but I think that's pretty interesting. 2,500 of each being produced. I'm not sure why they don't just produce the night deck through USB-C, because it's always more of a hassle when you're producing one here and one way over there, and then this one gets ready and then the other one's, a couple more weeks away or whatever. Anyways, next up we got the Bicycle Frost from Collectible Playing Cards. Last I checked, it was 71% funded with 25 days to go. This is a deck, that looks like it belongs in the Elemental series of decks they put out. Last year, I think there was 4 decks, something like Earth, Air, Wind, and Fire. And now they got this new one, which is Frost. It's very icy. I like it. Now it's the phone. Anyways. Next up we got the Dedalo, which is already well funded with 20 days to go, which is the latest one. Third Way Industries. You can expect that one to be pretty awesome. There's 3 different decks, the Alpha and the Omega, and the limited edition Aperon, I think that's how you pronounce it. Very interesting, nice looking decks. I highly recommend checking those out. Check out Little Atlantis, check out Frost. And then there is, and I apologize. Anyways, next up we got Drinking Card Games. I don't know who that's by. It was about 7% funded, 29 days to go. It's another drinking deck, but it's not just a King's card specific deck or anything like that. It's actually pretty interesting because it features a different drinking game on every card, it would seem. Or at least for every value, but it seems like it's every card. Not a big fan of the fact that there's faces just have a bunch of writing, and there's this one little itty bitty index in one corner and one way back design, but I don't really expect it to fund anyway. Next up, I have to bring this one up. Sample playing cards from Jason and Wen, GND as he's also known. It's funded. There's only $300 so far out of like a $100 goal, with 8 days to go. I do not suggest anyone back this project for a variety of reasons, but I mean, this to me, it seems like it's a violation of Kickstarter terms. It seems like all he's doing is selling cards from 24 decks that he produced, that are prototypes that he doesn't want, and nobody wants to buy, I guess. And he figured, I'll just sell them like this. It's not even a complete deck, it's just 24 cards that you get. The faces, they have nothing on them. They just tell you what back it is from, and who the designer is, because, oh suck. The designer is Jason Wen, go figure. I don't know why they need to put that as designed by him, but it just tells you what deck it's from, and the copyright thing and whatnot, and the designer, which is Jason Wen. I just don't. I think that as far as I can tell. I mean, I guess the faces. I don't understand it. So obviously, it's not like I thought it was originally, which was just prototype decks that he's selling. It seems like he's actually producing these, which boggles my mind. Why are you producing these cards like this with these faces? Unless he's actually just writing on top of the face what it is, or sticking a piece of paper on there or whatever that tells you what the face is, which could be the case. But if he's actually producing this like that, it seems like it's a complete waste. I don't know why anyone is interested in this as opposed to just the whole decks. I should point out his most recent project, which was for 5 foil decks, 5 different colors. It was like 450% funded, and he canceled it for who knows what reason. I can't tell you because it was backwards only. So I've got a lot of reservations about this project. I don't think it's going to be on Kickstarter. I don't understand the point of it. Again, it just seems like he's trying to get these cards out there that nobody really wants. Next up, we got the Bicycle Gorilla from Albino Dragon. First project they've done in quite some time. It's already funded 5 days to go. Very short campaign. Only $5,000 goal. They blew right through that. It's a bicycle branded deck, gorilla themed, the back design, kind of Radivac style except with gorillas on it. The faces feature gorillas on the court cards. It's kind of colorful and fun. And also on the face of every number card there's an image of a different gorilla. I noticed the diamond one kind of features a woman that's, I think it's a woman, a female gorilla, I should say, not a woman, that has kind of fancy hat, kind of a wealth thing going on. The hearts feature another female ape that is more smiley and romantic, I guess. The clubs features an angry gorilla. Looks like he's gonna club you. They kind of made it fit with the suit. So it is what it is. It's a fun deck. I don't think it's really worth $12, but I'm getting it anyway. Originally it was like $15 or something in the while he was still working on the project. A lot of people weren't thrilled with that, myself included. It then changed to $10, and then for some reason he decided to go with $12. To me, he's still making like $6 on that deck, or a lot more money on that deck than he probably should be. Next up, we got the Widget Kingdom, which is from Wiley. I don't even know the last name. I think it might be accurate. I'm not sure. The Widget Kingdom deck is a very interesting deck, completely custom. You should definitely check it out, as well as the Gorilla deck. It's funded already with 32 days to go. It's doing very well. Stretch goals all over the place for this one. This one is one that I mentioned way back in like January, February, or maybe even last year. It was in production, in design, in stages, and finally it's out there. So it's nice to see that. Next up, we got the Islet 2.0 from, I forget her name. I know it starts with a K. It might be Katya. Anyways, this is the second edition of a deck she put out previously. Not a huge fan, but I respect her artistic abilities and that she has backers. It's only 20% funded off 11 days to go. Again, pretty short campaign. The faces are very nature, animal type inspired. Same with the backs. The back designs are just like all leaves and stuff like that, but every back is different, which does not make it very usable. It's a mark deck. Next up, I want to mention this one. It's the Neo deck. The Neo deck is a tarot deck. It's 10% funded, 29 days to go. It's a pretty small goal, so it might fund. It is probably the lamest tarot deck I've ever seen because it has absolutely no art. There's not even pips or suits. They just wrote everything on there. The idea is to give people who want to learn how to read tarot cards kind of an instructional tarot deck. It tells you the value of the suit. It tells you if it's a major or minor arcana, and there's all sorts of information on there. The back design is a one-way and very simplistic and minimalist. Not a big fan of this one. Next up, there is a deck on Indiegogo. I'm not going to mention that one this week because it's kind of hard for me to describe it. Basically, it's called the Next Station. I'll tell you. It's the Next Station MTR deck. I guess it's Asian based. It's is related to this MTR game, and they got a game apparently coming out to go with that. Every card face has a different color with standard indexes. Don't know what the back design is. It's currently funded with 30 days to go. It has almost $8,000 already, if you can believe that. And but anyway, it's basically to do with this game. If you search for it on Indiegogo, you'll see it. And there's stuff on the faces. I don't even know what it is. I would love to show you this stuff. It'd be easier, so much easier if I could just show you these decks, but I can't. Then there's another deck on Indiegogo called Wild, playing cards, or Wild Poker Cards. It's 0% funded, 44 days to go. It's going to do extremely well, I'm sure. It's a deck that features your standard cards. Apparently comes in red, blue, and black. And on top of having just the 4 standard suits and I think 5 jokers, it also comes with one brand new custom suit, which is called a Wild suit, which I believe features all 4 pips. It's basically wild cards. I guess you can use it as whatever suit you want in playing poker. I don't see a lot of people having interest in this when it comes to poker. I've seen tons of different decks and designs that were designed to change the core, if you will, of poker and try to make different games, and it just didn't work. And this one's kind of along the same lines. It's an interesting idea, interesting thought, but on Indiegogo especially, it's not going to happen. I'm not sure what the goal is, but it's up there as well. And 44 days, it doesn't matter how much time is left, it's not going to fund. Another thing that I found odd, I'm not a big fan of, is you can either get the red and the blue decks, or you can get the black deck. I didn't see anywhere where you can get all 3 colors, which is a turnoff, for me anyways. One other deck on Indiegogo to tell you, actually 2 more. The next one is called the See It 3D cards. I'm not sure how many of these launched this week, some not even the week before. See It 3D cards, as weeks ago, I probably told you about it. 0% funded, still 36 days to go. It's a 3D deck. I don't know, I don't have much to tell you about that one. Anyways, moving along, there is one more Indiegogo to tell you about. It is from Collectible Playing Cards. It's not on Kickstarter because it is the Striptease playing cards. Yes, Striptease. 22% funded, 37 days to go. Still getting there, a lot of time left. It's actually got a pretty big goal. It's actually being produced by, I believe it's the Expert Playing Card Company, if I recall correctly, in Taiwan. The reason why it's being produced by the Expert Playing Card Company and the reason why it's not on Kickstarter is because topless women. What more can I say? You get topless women. Scantily clad topless women. Not real women. Images, cartoons I should say. Not actual women. But they're definitely topless, they're sexy. The back design reminds me slightly of the pin-up playing cards, the bicycle pin-up playing cards that they did previously. Different but similar, and same with the faces, the pips are big and whatnot like that. The back design kind of features a lacy element in the center, kind of like a garter. Very interesting. The pips, they feature breast pips, apparently. 2 of them feature, well, breasts, or a bra, a chest. It's not naked. It's a chest, in lingerie. And another one I think features the rear end of a woman, and the other one features the crotch. We'll just leave it at that. But you can check that out at Indiegogo.com if you want to see the pictures. I like it. Hopefully it funds. Again, USPC won't produce a deck like this. That's why they're going through Expert. It's the first time Collectible Playing Cards is using Expert Playing Cards for a deck, which is pretty interesting. And this is why it's also not on Kickstarter. I guess Kickstarter frowns upon sexual stuff. Anyways, moving along, I want to mention quickly there is a new Lays My Lee deck from Pure Imagination Projects. It's called the Eclipse Edition. From what I can tell, it looks exactly like their first one, except that maybe the color is a little bit different, but it's basically a black, blue deck, whatever it is. Also, new from Penguin Magic is a black honeybee deck. You can get that. The last one, the original honeybee deck, which was in a gold honey color, sold very quick. So if you want honeybees, make sure you get them sooner rather than later. Only 2,500 being produced. They're not being produced ever again. Also coming soon from Conjuring Arts will be blue Superior brand decks. Excuse me. It's my understanding you can only get these blue Superior brand decks in a brick, at least to start off with. Not a fan of that. There's a lot of people like myself who only want one or two, or maybe 3 or 4. We don't want a brick. It feels like they're forcing you to get 12 because it's easier for them to unload decks if they just sell it to you a brick at a time. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right, and I will not buy a brick unless I can find 11 other people that want a deck. Then we'll see. I wanted to mention David Blaine's website, of course, is down again. It says coming soon. I don't know how long it's been like that. It's been like that for a while. That usually indicates something coming. I know people have been waiting for the second version of the Black Lions decks. I'm not really interested in that. It's just the same thing in a different cookies. I don't know if there's anything else coming. I don't understand why his website is always down. It's ridiculous and not very professional. And I also wanted to talk about the Blue Crown. I'm seeing a lot more issues with them. People are not receiving what they paid for. Some are only receiving half of their order, 2 out of 4 decks, or no decks. And it's ridiculous. And Alex Pandrea is not responding to people. He's probably out in Europe somewhere as usual. He's taking the money he's making off the website and traveling around the world. And I think I'm done with the Blue Crown unless there's changes made. Not to mention the fact that all they ever seem to release is more NOC decks in more colors. It's getting ridiculous. It's uncreative. It's lazy. I don't even know why people like Laura London or Danny DeOrtiz or any respectable magician would put their name on anything associated with the Blue Crown, because he's not paying creators for his stuff. Last I checked, there was issues with that. Ito Hung voiced his displeasure with his business dealings with Alex Pandrea, and there was a big fight between them. And now I'm hearing all sorts of people on their Facebook page, on the forums, that are not getting responses from Blue Crown or Alex. They're not getting what they paid for. And it's ridiculous. Anyways, one more thing to tell you about. Daniel Madison, I know it's on his Facebook page, has teased a new product called Madison Select, and that it will be available in red, blue, green, and black. I believe this will be the previously teased Red Hustlers, Blue Dealers, Green Rounders, and Black Revolvers in a 4-deck set. I got no problem with that. I like it. It's a great way of releasing 4 new colors all at the same time without forcing customers to pay shipping 4 different times. If it is in fact something completely different, a new back design, new deck in 4 colors, it will be a little bit unnecessary and ridiculous, but at least it'll be 4 at once instead of 4 individual ones. But I do believe that's what it is, and I think that's a pretty good idea. Ellusionist lately has been having a bit of a fire sale. If you're looking for some of their more limited edition decks for good prices. Head over to their website right now. They're offering up to 90% off on stuff on decks. It's ridiculous. All the limited edition decks are on sale, even the ones that they never sold before, except for Red Artifice. Haven't seen those ones yet. They were selling uncut sheets for like $5 or $7 lately of stuff like Red Arcanes and I think Red Artifice. You know, or maybe it was Red LTD, I don't remember. And it's ridiculous. And they just basically took all these decks that were selling that had, you know, good resale value, that were worth a fair amount of money, a good amount of money. It doesn't matter if it was dealers or hustlers or LTD decks or other limited edition decks, and they took that value and they flushed it down the toilet. These decks are now worth, you know, F all. Because they've been selling them for $5 each, or $10 each, $15 each, depending on what it is. Really reasonable prices. Same with the Gold Artifice and the Black Artifice, and it's ridiculous. Apparently there are some changes coming to Ellusionist. I don't know what that entails. Anyways, that is that. I don't know about any decks coming this week. I know the Hocus Pocus deck is coming in July to Kickstarter, and you know there might be others. Unfortunately, the Prism decks did not fund. They started to go the wrong way towards the end of the project, which is ridiculous. But there was a lot of people who were pledging for multiples to get the Dusk deck, who saw that the Dusk deck was not going to come. The stretch goal was not going to be hit. So they started reducing their pledges, and pledging went the wrong way right at the end. Not what you wanted to happen, and it failed, unfortunately. But he promises to bring those back again later on. At the moment, though, he's going to be helping out somebody else with a project. We'll see what that is. Anyways, that is that. See you next time. I'm sorry for not having a regular What's on Deck video. But comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. Also, I apologize, my video yesterday, I forgot to post one. I posted it today. It was a little bit late, but it's there. See you next time, though.